Hi and welcome back. This is the second tutorial, and today we're going to be drawing squares. I will show you how to create these into three-dimensional by using shading. You can see here again I've set up a small still life, and I've done this in order then to show the shading, and again this image will be posted onto the Flickr account and also onto my website, so you can view that at your own pleasure. So first of all I'm going to start drawing my square shape. I'm actually going to do it freehand, but I will actually show you how to use a ruler as well. So I'm going to concentrate on the first square, and literally I'm just going to draw again, just using varied lines and just straightening them up. Until it looks roundabout right. Again, like I say, you can use the ruler if you wanted to neaten them up a bit. So if you wanted to be really precise, if you were doing something like a three-dimensional street, obviously your measurements would be, it probably would be better to measure it to make sure your measurements are precise, but for this exercise we don't need to be that strict. So there's my basic square, and now what I need to do is I want to create this into a 3D image. So if I draw lines here like this, and then lines down here like this, just making sure they actually do line up properly around this. Lines are a bit off there. See, even I make mistakes. So just by adding a couple of lines in, we can see now that that square has now become a box. And we've got, so that would be a solid box. So again we can add shading around the bottom of the box here. And we're going to say that the light is actually coming from this direction here, which means that this area here will be in darkness. Probably more likely getting lighter as we get to the top. And use your fingers to blend in, so it just makes it a little bit smoother. And also the light is coming from this direction here. We'll have a lighter area here, and this area will be darker. Maybe not as dark as the bottom one. We'll just add a little bit of shading on that area there. Just lighten it up a little bit if we need to, using the rubber. And maybe even using the side of your pencil, maybe even adding just a little bit of shading just in this area here. Just rub that in there. Okay, so that's the general idea, and we've created there a solid square box. The other thing we can also do as well with squares is we can make this box sort of appear, one, either clear, or two, as if we're actually looking into the box. So here's a solid box. I'll show you now what I mean. So if we just draw another one underneath, just very quickly. And again I'm going to add my lines here. Drawing them up. Just that bit there. Okay, so then we've got our solid box here again. Now if I add a line here and also here, like this, and then join that up with that one here, we can see that our box actually appears see-through. Again, we can add shading, so obviously if our box is see-through, what we can do is we can add like a little bit of shading here, like this, and this gives the impression of glass, just by adding a little bit of shading just there. Or, just rub that out. If we get rid of this line here, the top, and this line here, the side, we've now got a box we can actually see inside of. And just by shading these areas here, again just shading from the corners, this adds depth to our picture, and obviously the back of our box would be the darker area. Again, just using the side of the pencil. Okay. Just darken that around the edges a little bit. Again, just lighten up a little bit on this edge here. Just neaten up around the edges here. It gives you a general idea. There we go, you see. And then we've got our box that we're viewing actually the inside of. So that's the end of our second tutorial. I hope you enjoyed that, and look forward to seeing your images posted on Flickr. Next week we'll be doing triangles, so I'll be showing you how to draw a basic triangular shape, how to create it into a cone, again using shading, and also into a three-dimensional image as well, again using shading. So join me next week. You will need a pencil, piece of paper and a ruler and a rubber. Okay then, bye for now.